What do you think the CDL? Obviously, we went through season one. I personally think it was successful enough to where we can continue to build upon that, right?
Yeah.
We weren't starting. I don't know why this phrase came into my head all of a sudden, but like we weren't starting from zero. We're starting like the league was new, but we were starting from experience of 10 years.
Yeah, there was still history
yeah,
behind
massive.
all the teams and players. Yeah.
Yeah. For season two, what are you looking forward to?
Season 2. Of course, if we can have any matches on land and like
You miss land?
events, I definitely miss land because like just that energy. I mean, even if we don't have people that can spectate and be in the crowd like that, it sucks because that's like the best feeling when people are just rooting for you or rooting against you. It doesn't matter. Just having that many people show up for a gaming event, a Call of Duty event, is like a dream come true. And then just be playing on main stage and all those thousands of eyes watching from home, people in the crowd going crazy. Like it's just there's nothing like it.
No.
So hopefully we can get that back soon one day. But for now, for the way the world is, just making sure that the teams are putting out the best content possible for themselves, their players,
What
the
are you
league.
guys doing?
At Rocker, they always have us doing like 2v2s against each other, some little trivia games, and some other stuff. Ashley Midnight. So she's learned from you. She's learned from you, and just trying to do her best and make sure we're on point with our content. And
Are you guys willing to do that? Like, are you guys like,
Yeah.
don't give her a hard time, dude?
No, we try
if
not
she ever texts me like, yo, this dude's giving me a hard time, dead.
No, we try not to be in that position, hopefully. But we actually recorded 3 videos last night, like a 2v2, a free-for-all, a Warzone video. So we all got it done. We got it done.
Yeah.
We're sealed. I'm safe for now.
That's good. That's good.
But just making sure there's an emphasis on content because that's what Call of Duty is known for. Like that's why people fell in love with it. Like the Optic Gaming back in Black Ops 2 versus the complexities, the Farico impacts earlier on, and then of course like Seth, Nade, you, and Big T and Cap and like all those like old school names that are still killing it to this day. Like that's what make people fall in love with Call of Duty.
I agree. That is the one thing that sets us apart from everybody else. Because if
Yeah.
you think about it, like, I mean, now more than ever, but at the time there was no one, like the reason that Call of Duty players have more followers than a lot of other professional players who are at the top of their game is because nobody was taking the time to sort of be like, hey, this is me. I like fishing. I like drawing. I like this, that, and the other. What do you do on the side? Like besides gaming, do you have any passions outside of it?
The only thing I really do outside of gaming is work out sometimes, and when the new game comes out, I stop working out completely, and I have to try and get back into it. Then just hang out with my friends, family, the dog. Maybe go to the beach a little bit when I'm back home, or just like walk around and enjoy nature, because like we're inside so often that I want to make sure I'm getting outside, getting some fresh air, getting some sun. But yeah, when the new game comes out, that kind of all goes down the drain for a little bit.
How many players from Call of Duty are currently in Dallas? Do you know?
A lot. I know all the Dallas Empire except for Illy. All your team. Well, I think Matt and Brandon. Hopefully,
Yeah, they're
they'll
coming
be coming.
January for
Okay.
5th. Yeah.
So they'll be here. I think the New York team's also going to be moving here. 100T is going to be moving here as well. Our team's here, and then a couple other like stray players are probably. I think like Classic is moving here as well. So that's going to be like almost half the league, maybe more that I don't know about coming to live in Texas, but it's looking like the unofficial CDL bubble here. So
Yeah. Which is something like everybody, like we all wanted that to be a thing, right? Like
Yeah.
let's just all move to it. I don't know what it is about Texas. Obviously, the internet is like a major thing, but the weather isn't too extreme one way or the other. Like it gets hot, but it doesn't burn you, right? It's not Arizona, it's not Austin or that sort of thing. So I think one of the main sellers last year for people to move here was the Optic team at the time going to play out of the Complexity headquarters and just like being a different Kenny, you know what I mean, being a different slasher and their true talents, not being sort of hindered by the connection that was happening there. Do you see a world in which, let's say next year, it doesn't, for whatever reason, COVID continues to be what it is, running rampant? Do you think that would you be willing to go into a bubble?
I would be willing to go into a bubble, but it would kind of depend how they do it, because I personally don't think they would be able to do a long-term, like 3 to 4 month bubble, because I personally don't think they have the funds for that, because that costs a lot to make sure all the food is safely brought into the bubble. No one's allowed to go outside. having workers like that constantly. I don't know if the CDL can really fund that yet because we're not as big as the NBA just yet, so we have a little ways to go. But I would definitely be down to do a bubble. And a bubble for me, what I was thinking of maybe like a week to 3 weeks, coming in, scrimming for a week, making sure everyone gets tested or whatever they got to do, and then playing at these events over the course of another week, not getting any face-to-face interaction with any of the other teams, but your team has like their own little room.
Yeah.
The other team has their own little room, and then you just play there on land versus each other. That would probably be the best option, in my opinion. But I'm sure they're the masters, the professionals, they'll think it's something good if we do this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it either way. I do understand. You know, obviously, I COVID rules and all that. Like, I think that social distancing does go a long way, and it definitely helps. Yeah. I just know that if everybody sort of commits to this one ideal that says, all right, we're here, we're competitors. Our job is to compete. Therefore, part of our job is to stay quarantined and not go out and not go do this, that, or whatever else. Get your food brought in, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that there is a possibility to do that. I just don't know whether. I just don't think or know why we wouldn't do it somewhere where it's more centrally located, right? Like, if the majority of the league players are here in Texas, why wouldn't we do it here, right? Obviously, there will have to be rules around it because this is Dallas's home, home stand or whatever, home area. So I don't know. I think there's a way to do it, but hopefully by the time that this thing is all said and done, like come March, May even, something that, the vaccine's out, a lot of people are taking it, and there's no side effects. No one's got their.
Oh yeah, that was scary. Like, I saw those pictures, I was like, oh my god, that is.
Apparently, it was the combination of that Pfizer drug with something else that did that, and I don't know. Don't quote me, quote me, but I am disclaiming that I didn't read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I do miss it, but I also do see the positive in all this and being locked down this much. I know that if for whatever reason we finally open up these homestands, I think that they're gonna sell more tickets than they would have otherwise, because people have been stuck in their homes. They're gonna take full advantage. Yeah,
any reason to go outside, any reason to go to an event, a venue, they are doing it.
They are doing it, and just think about like the amount of money that they've saved. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go get the exclusive merchandise at the events, and I don't know. I'm excited for what 2021 is gonna bring. Obviously, there's a lot of things that we gotta go through.